Hello and welcome back to Europa. I'm Mick, we're playing Stationeers. We're back for another go at our Europa survival. We're playing with the modded plants and nutrition. So we need a lot of plants, which I have growing in my greenhouse now, and I need a lot of food because I eat a lot. Ooh, pumpkins. Are they cooked? Not cooked, grown. Well, looks like they are. Bit weird, when you first load in, you've got all the plants sitting there until they reach their next growth state. But those pumpkins almost look ready to go. So I might pop in for a quick snack because I'm a little bit peckish, and we'll go from there. I have some tomatoes cooking, which should give me some tomato soup. Cook away. Yummo. Oh, some in here. Double yummo. Bottom one. Right, I think last time out we just had our hot tank ran out, so we had our Stirling generator getting a bit weak on us, and our batteries was running out. So our coal generator has been restacked. You are needing to be cleaned up. I put you into there, and then put you away. Good-o. And they're ready to go. Pumpkins. There, 4. And there we go, a quick snack of 16 pumpkins to keep me going. And yummy yummy. And I need it because I'm down to 25%. Although by the time I eat all those tomatoes that are in the other machine there, I should be pretty right. Oh, seeds. Like I need them. Yeah, no good. No seeds. Yeah, you're still going. Well, I got myself some pumpkins. That'll keep me going for a little while. And yummy yums. No one to catch me doing that. We're good. Well, we're up to 38. That's not really good, but I can eat these too, can't I? Oh no, I can't. I've got my helmet closed. I haven't got my safety chip in here yet either, so I'll have to do that at some stage too, because we know how important health and safety is. Oxygen's low. Plants. Where's my bloody oxygen, you slack-ass bastards? You got to talk to your plants. It helps them grow. I know gardening. There we go. And a bit of a drink. Am I going for water? Oh, I got plenty of water. Can drink as much as I like. And now I will have to vent. Probably going to have to vent that hot tank because it's not really hot. So I can do that. If I just vent it completely, instead of trying to heat it up again, then I can just pump some more hot gas in there straight from the furnace. And yoink. You can have a couple more of them. And I shall put them in the storage. And away we go. I have heard that you can actually throw stuff through the door. Yep. No. Oh, it doesn't work all the time. I've just heard you can. I don't know if that's true or not. So no more cans. So you can just cook those tomatoes. Ooh, still got a lot to go. That's a lot of tomatoes. So now I shall want a passive vent. That's what we're going to do here. If I should just remove you, so I can replace you with one of them. Right, so now, because you're cold, got plenty of CO2. Yeah, you can use the CO2. I shall just switch you on and just drain it all completely. Whoa, pushy. Okay, so the cooler's come on there. Nothing's not going to let me get near it now. And that's bumping down in pressure. So I shall save all that CO2 as everything else just blows away. There's a bit of nitrogen in there, but nah, I don't think I'm too worried about it at the moment. Oxygen is free, I've got plenty of that, so I'm not worried about that. And get up that step. Well, there we go. Now I have had a bit of a rethink about this back here. Changed my mind just for something different. Filter's fine, don't worry about that. And I want to pull this bit down because it's all just a bit boxy and a bit square. And I want a bit of form, a bit of flow to my base. Well, as much form and flow as you can get out of a bunch of squares. If I pull that out, because we've got a bit of a hill there, I'd like to put a little bit of a rise in the base there. And 2. So have I got 4 frames anymore? Yeah. More frames? They're walls. Really? Oh, more frames. Oh, 2. Oh, wait. Oh, jeez, I couldn't see them. They're everywhere. Wow. Try looking with your eyes open. Get back on. Right, so you are going to go like something like that. And you two are, of course, going to change to these ones. And you could just go to something like that, I guess, as well. And then that's not right, is it? And you. Wow. This will make a nice little breakfast nook out here, put some windows around it, and check out that view of sunset, but during the middle of the day. That'll be lovely. I could have breakfast out here. That would be just awesome. And probably want some more than 3 of those things to finish that off. Oh well. I could put some more frames in here and finish this bit off, I guess. And boop. There we go. So if I grab some more sheets, some plastic sheets and some glass, I can finish that off just in case we have a storm. I can come in here and finish off this. That'll give me something to do. Because we started building that last time. And there we go. Oh, don't need that. I've actually put sensors on them all. It's 131, it's 145. They're about the same temperature now. I probably need to fix my mix up there. Well, there's not much in there. Yeah. Switch that on, make some fuel. Make bugger all fuel. That's okay. But I'll automate that so as it will adjust the fuel to take into account the temperatures of them, because I shall need more of them. Then we shall set up this thing, and that'll be cool. I need some sheets. Oh, steel sheets. I can handle that. Put you in there. Walls, toilet walls? No, it was plastic sheets I wanted. 7, maybe more than 7. And some glass. Maybe more than 6. Which means you, my friend, have all the plastic. Silicon. I need silicon. You are hot enough for silicon, and I better make some silicon and then flush this as the plan was. Because you're probably all vented out over here. Yep, suck that dry. So I shall take my silicon and vent you out, because you are certainly very hot and I've got lots of pressure in there. Drop you in there, give me some of them. So how many of them do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I got 7 of them, so that's enough. Right, got the sheets of glass. Now I'll take some of them. Ink. So, glass I shall need a few. That's probably enough. Right. Now, so let's weatherproof you. And you. And one more. I actually brought enough. Oh, I counted. Our filter's fine. Stop going on about it. I'd like that warning to be sort of when it does actually run out, the warning can just be, I told you so, but you didn't listen, did you? We are sealed in here. Weatherproof. Oh, I love this arc weld. It's just so much quicker than the other one. How's the battery going? Oh, battery's almost dead. The battery made it though. We are completely done with no more holes. Yep, we're good. Right, so our heat should be pumping. You should be chugging along. You are chugging along quite happily. Good-o. Ow. Now, we've got fuel. Let's go talk to this gas fuel generator and see if we can get some serious power going. Now that we've just got the power upgrade with the Stirling generator, let's make that obsolete and go and do this one, shall we? Sure. That sounds like perfect sense. So I'll need to put you back on there, because I can't put anything on the other frames. Ooh, you're in the way. Now, what do I want for this one? Well, I shall grab walls. I probably don't need that many walls. I'll grab a couple of walls, because I'll need some walls. Do we have any flat walls? I'll make some flat walls. Flat walls. You've got them, that's good. What did I have up there? So I'll need a vent for you, I need a vent for you. I shall need to know the pressure and temperature in that pipe. Because if I'm using that as a coolant, I shall need to know what the pressure and temperature is there, because that will affect the speed that I'm going to put on the actual pipe. Turn around that way. Here we go. You can, no, that one. Active vents. I will need a couple of them. How are you doing? 10. That'll do for now. And I've run out of pockets. Now, let's put you away. I shall grab you. Transformer, I guess I'll need. I'll put you away. There's an extra pocket. So my passive vents, I shall need you, which I put. That's active again. Oh, come on, filing system, don't let me down. You're letting me down, filing system. Right, vents. She'll need iron. Lucky, I've got iron, coincidentally. So I'll need 3 of them. 2 active vents, my pipes. Yep, I knew that was there. 2 and 3. So, should put you onto there. You can go to that. The other one will have to hook up to active vents, which I'll put into there, and I'll probably have to put onto there, which is untidy, but we'll make it work. Where's my walls? So walls. Right. So you in. And that should probably do us for the moment. Now, active vents. I'm going to put you up the top, there and there. Better paint that purple. That's critical work. And I shall vent you out to there and wire everyone up. Should be good. I might put a computer on this one, because it may take a bit of jumbling around to get it to work properly. To put you in there, I shall need a sensor and a light, and a computer, and a programming chip. I shall put a transformer, a large one, or medium one. On there. Power can come out, can go down the bottom, run around there, run around the base. Yeah, sure, that works. Right. Get to plan. So I shall need to wire you up, and we'll get serious about it. So let's start doing some coloured wiring. And I dare say I'm going to need a heap more of them. So start making me a heap more of them. Now the green one will of course be the unregulated one. So this is the danger cable. You don't hook up to this one. So that's why I've made it green, because green means stop. Everyone knows that. It's the international colour of stop if you're colourblind. I don't know why it's green. The first time I made one of these circuits, I just made that side green, and it's just kind of always been green since then. So yeah, green means stop. Don't touch that one. Makes perfect sense. Best not to question it. Right, so that is my power hookup. That goes from the generator to the batteries. As I say, don't hook stuff up to it because it's not always got power. Yellow means it's unregulated. So yellow means caution. I got it partly right. Yeah. there, you go into there. Now, I can power this whole section directly off the batteries. So, batteries got to go to you. So I guess I don't usually like wiring these up with heavy cable because that's just a waste of gold. So, but on this time I may as well do it this way because normally this is not my primary power source, but this is Europa, so we'll just do it a bit differently this time around. Right, so you're hooked up. I shall need to hook up you lot. I shall need to hook up you lot. I'll put a couple of displays up the top here. They will be for just monitoring the pressure in the room. I'll put a display on the side here to put on a graph. Because graphs are cool. Everybody loves graphs. I'm sure it does. I shall put a dial up the top here to change the pressure regulator. Which means I shall need you to connect there. I shall need you to connect to the top. And you've got to connect to there and there. And I'll put a computer just here. There we go. Yeah, that'll do us. Oh. Yeah, that'll do us. Not voluntarily do us, but that'll do us. So, I need my sensor. I shall need a switch. I shall need some displays. I got my chip. I need to wire up those things in the back, so I will need some more cables. 11 ain't gonna do it. So what do you run out of? Copper. So, copper. Oh. And I've just pumped all that out. That's okay. Plenty more where that came from. There we go. Yeah. When you're ready. Oh, there we go. I should have some copper here. I do. So, need some more of them, need the switch, need the light, need the sensor. Light. One of them. The sensor. And the switch. And then you can go back to cables. That'll do us. Right. And some pipes I better put in too. The sensor can go gas sensor in there. Light. And give us an LED in there. And go down. I've got my computer. And the switch can go. There's a battery. Oh. Oh. Ass. Oh, we can work with that. Oh, we can work around that. There we go. And now I have to get them out of the way because I need to get past them. Good thinking. That's alright, I got that one in there. So, pipes, cable, I need to wire them up. Need to do... I'll just pinch one of them, do it the easy way. Right, you can go into there. Yeah, on my computer, I could put in my my Tesla tower in there. Omni charger thingamabob. Right, so you're hooked up. You will be our main transformer. Because once we've been through the transformer, we're safe. We can use some nice, safe red power cable from there, which means go for it. That's just a sensible thing for red main to main. Oh, you got plenty. And go, so more of them. So you and you. One. And go to that. I guess you're coming across there. Boom. Okay, should be all powered up. So some pipes, hook them up. Some all important coat of paint, and we should be good to go. Right. Don't need them, but I'll hang on to them anyway because I'll need them later. Pipe. No, I'll need you. And where's me purple? Critical works. Critical works. Now, you, of course, has to be purple. And switch you on because I'll forget later on if I don't. I always do. Now, you. No, nothing pipe. You're a fuel pipe. You're supposed to be orange. And you can be just a nothing pipe as well. Oh, wrong way, was it? Yeah, I knew that. It's only been a couple of minutes since I put it in. I can't remember back that far. Now, I just hope that those ones sitting there don't interfere with my rocket. I think if the tower's over there, the main occlusion thing is over there, and I can get away with it being over here. That's why I'm so careful about not having anything sticking out the back of my furnace, because I think they will collide. But this bit over here I think is safe. If it's not safe, I'm going to have to pull it all out and move it forward a little bit. But I think we're good. So that is all hooked up. I think we're good. Right, computer. Apart from a computer, it's all hooked up. And boop. So, computer and an editor. And I think we're done. Boop. We're good. You. Boop. Ha ha ha! And we are good. Apart from there not being any power. Apart from the lack of power, we're fine. I'm going to turn them down. Maybe 3. Put you down. On. So I'll need a way to jump start it. Right. Well, let's go. You go in there. You go in there. Don't need you. You're good. Now I shall grab you while I'm thinking of it. Yep. Now I can jump start it with one of these things. Yep, come here. I still have... Where do my heavy cables go? There they are. Now, if I put you in there. Ha! Oh, you actually stood up on one of those triangle frames. Ah, well done. If I can jump start it just here with the output pointing into the box. One of them. I can now just drop in you, switch it on, and we're now going. Haha! Oh yeah, baby. Now, I should have gas. Yep, we're good. Thank you for that. Well, I called it. I knew there was a storm coming. Well, I did plan ahead, and we do have something to do. Let's go in here and program this one then, shall we? Yeah, some displays would be nice. So I'll grab some displays, because I want a readings on all of these pipes. Uh-oh. No. I'm being eaten. Ah! I'm going to have to use this. Oh. Bye-bye, base. Ah, successful dismount. Did so well having an inside place to do that. And come on, get me back there. And there we go. I do have some consoles. I've got a gas. I'll grab 3 of them there. So one for the fuel, one for the oxygen, and one for the hydrogen. Whoa! Haha! Let's not walk off there. I've really got to get myself a proper entrance to this base, because at the moment just climbing up this hill. I don't quite know where I'm going to do it. And we're in. And I'll need some stairs to get over the other side, or I can just come around this way, of course. That works too. Now I have my computer. So if we put down displays, yeah, that'll do. 2, 3, and 2, 3, and you, and you. Now I shall probably need to go around naming things, which means I shall have to open a bit of breeze and say you are the hydrogen tank, you shall be the fuel tank, and close the window. You're in a draft or in a tent or something, were you? So you will be the fuel analyzer, you shall be O2 analyzer, you shall be a hydrogen analyzer, and no, you shall be the fuel mixer. And I think that's all we needed. Can switch you all, yep, as soon as I actually connect the things, that'll make them work a lot better. 1, 2, 3. We're up and running. Now I shall want you, because you hydrogen, I guess. Hydrogen tank. Yeah, you're empty. You should be the oxygen. I don't have oxygen tank. I've got an oxygen analyzer. That'll do us. We've got not much of that. And you should be, I've got a tank, a fuel tank. Fuel tank. Boom, and you're the fuel. So, not a lot of that. Right, good to go. So where's my you? Okay, so what are we going to need on this one? So we shall need to know all the analyzers. So fuel sensor D0, the hydrogen sensor D1, and the oxygen sensor D2. Now, we want to know the vent too. That's the O2 intake vent. Vent D3. So we better start up just by switching that thing on. I saved the vent mode 2, mode 1. Mode 1, that's the intake, isn't it? Save vent pressure with capital P. Pressure internal, which is a pressure in pipe because it's sucking into the pipe. Pressure internal is what we want to know. I might define the variable for that because we're going to use it a couple of times. Define max pressure of 20 megapascals. Now let's start with 10. So max pressure. Save vent on 1. Okay, confirm, export. You on, right. So you shall be our fuel analyzer. Where are you? O2 analyzer. H2 analyzer. Must have gone past that one. O2 analyzer. The vent will be the active vent. There's only one? Yep, there's only one. I'll probably need a mixer too, won't I? Eventually, fuel mixer. Fuel sensor, hydrogen, oxygen, vent. Right. Reset you, switch you on. And oxygen should now be going up. Which it is. Groovy, baby. Now we need to adjust, because we've got a mix of fuel there, which the fuel sensor needs these two the same temperature to get a proper mix, but we won't have these two the same sensor. I mean, you could put a heat equalizer on there and just do it that way, but it still takes a little while for them to equalize, so we can just do a bit of math and get it to figure it out as we go. So start. So I shall need, well, it's already got a bit of gas in there, but it should always have the right amount of gas in there, so I shouldn't have to adjust what's in the pipe. So if we just go for our normal mix, storm's over, lovely. So our input will be the hydrogen. Yep, so I'll need a fuel mix of 0.666 or 66.666 for a 2-to-1 mix. That's if they're both the same temperature. So if we But if our temperature in the fuel is lower, we need to add less. High temperature, we add more. That's correct. So if I multiply, get the temperatures of each, multiply it by the proportions, add them together to get a total, then divide the hydrogen proportion by the total, I should get a mix ratio, if that makes sense. So we shall load into R0 from the H2 sensor temperature. We shall multiply it, hydrogen. So R0 equals R0, the temperature, times 0.666. So that's what we need for our mix. Now shall I do the same for the oxygen? So load into R1, O2 sensor temperature, and multiply R1 equals R1 times 0.3333. Right, now if I add them two together, I should get a total. Then I want to divide this fraction here that we've just made up by the total, and it should return a fraction, or a setting that we should feed to the mixer. Yes, so let's give that a whirl. So I'll need to keep values, so don't reuse R0, so I can just reuse R1. So we add R1 equals R1 plus R0. So R1 is now the total. So if I divide R0, well, R0 equals R0, which is our hydrogen proportion, divided by the total, which is now R1, we should be left with a number, which is our percentage of hydrogen that we need to add, corrected for temperature. I think. I'm so confident of that. I shall not do anything with it. To the start, confirm, export, put you in there, so you should be on there, 0.65, because they're approximately the same temperature. But if I go and chuck some more stuff in there, if I've got some, yep, there we go. If I hook you in there, that should raise the temperature of the hydrogen. So temperature is now up to 236, 240, and still 120 on the hydrogen, so that number should now be going up, which it is, to 0.8. Well, that looks to be working. Cool bananas. So we should be able to feed that number into the mixer, and we will be good to mix some fuel. Right. So, review. So I shall save that to the mixer. Oh, I haven't had the mixer on. Mixer D4. Right, so the mixer settings there. This should be good. Confirm, export. Boop. You should now be up here. 1%. That's not right. Oh, yep, radio. Sorry. Okay, it wants a number between 1 and 100. So multiply R0 equals R0 times 100. Because currently between 0 and 1, we want between 0 and 100. So just give it a bit of a boot in the bottom. Now it should be up to about 0.8. There we go. That should be mixing correctly. It's looking good. I can handle that. So, all I've got to do now is, I guess, switch that on. Keep it running until we've got 10 megapascals of fuel. So we want to switch it on. So I shall have to load into R0 from the fuel sensor the pressure. Sure. Oh, PRESS. URA. Gotcha. Now set less than, so we want it to come on when it is less than max pressure. So set R0 if R0 is less than max pressure. Save mixer on R0. So if it's less than the max pressure, we'll switch it on. If it's greater than max pressure, it'll switch it off. I probably don't want it to run out of hydrogen either. Will that matter? Probably won't matter. It might matter. I'm going to do it anyway. So load into R1 the hydrogen sensor pressure. I shall set greater than. So set R1 if R1 is greater than, I don't know, we'll keep, say, 100 kilopascals of hydrogen. What for? I don't know. But we've got it there just in case. Now, I want to end that. So end that. So R0 will be a combination of R0 and R1. Right, so it's got to be less than the max pressure of fuel, greater than 100. If both of them are satisfied, switch it on. Confirm, export, that looks good. Didn't blow up. You don't have enough pressure. Okay, so it hasn't switched on because it's not meant to switch on. But if I go and stuff some more stuff in the thing, sorry, don't mean to be too technical. That was you, yep. I'll chuck you in there, and one more for good measure. Boop. And quickly run in there before it uses it all. You're mixing fuel. Yes, you are. You're keeping 100. You're mixing fuel. You're mixing it right. I think my fuel's under control. I don't have a lot of it, but all I got to do is add hydrogen, and it will mix my fuel for me now. So that is good, which means I can now get back to where I was. Now the storm stopped. Yeah, solar panel's fine. It's not hooked up, so it's not going to have any loss of power. Now you. I wanted to switch you on. Now you had power. I was just about ready to seal you up, wasn't I? So walls. Bottom. You. Put you in there. Seal you all up. Yep, probably better seal the front off too, hadn't I? And I haven't programmed that chip yet, have I? Right, well, I'd better do that. So if I put a frame on this side, that will allow me to get into this side and program my chip, because that was really well planned. There we go. Now I just need the glass on there and we're good to go. Now, more programming. So I'll need the generator, D0, because that's pretty important. The cooler, which will be the vent. So I'll need the sensor as well. Sensor, D2. I shall need the dial. The dial, D3. The regulator. Regulator D4. Oh, and the sensor. The room sensor. The sensor. D5. Well, that's everything, isn't it? I've filled up my chip already. Generator, cooler sensor, dial, regulator. Okay. So I shall want the gas generator, the volume pump, the pipe analyzer, the dial, wasn't it? Dial, the regulator, and the gas sensor. Cool. Pressure regulator, dial. Wow, I remembered them all. Cool. Now, I want to switch on those vents, so I'll have to define the vents and batch write them. One. Active vent, not the kit. One. Okay, so save batch to the vent mode 1, which is an intake. Save batch to the vent pressure internal, pressure internal. So pressure in no, it's external. It's pressure in the room. So we'll set that to 100 kilopascals and save batch the vent on 1. Confirm. Export. We're good. That's cool. Am I right to put that on there now? So now I need to switch that on. That was well planned. Right, so I need to switch. That might be gooder. I think I got something there. Yep, I do. And down we go. Now if I use you, I only need to hook up the power and the output. Because it's a switch and the switch itself is the input. I shall queue up to the gas generator and on. There we go. I should probably put a couple of them on there, so I'll need another one of them. Oh, yep, that's another one. Gas display. I'll grab the graph as well while we're here. Down we go. There you go. That's not what I want. Here we go. You. You, I can put dual, no, console. Can I, is that because I'm missing the wall there? Windows in front of you. I might enclose that. That'll. I'll have to do something about them being outside, so I might actually put you in there and maybe close you in a box and suck out to a vacuum in there and keep you guys safe. That's the graph. Gas, gas. It's a gas, gas, gas. Jumping jack flash. You. So I'll put you in as a gas sensor. Temperature. You can be gas sensor pressure. That was temperature again. There we go. You can be the, not the dial, the volume pump. Alright, there you go. Right. Now, I suppose before we go too far on that one, I want to make sure the dial is doing its thing. So I want the, so we shall start yield, load into R0, dial, setting, let's just save to cooler, no it's not, it's a regulator, to regulator, setting R0, and jump to the start, confirm, export, so you're set to 0, and I probably can't change you now, can I, because these walls are in the way. Yeah. So off you come, walls. Now, maybe 20. Right, so you to 1, you're to 1, 2, 3, we're good. Now I can put you back on again. You. Right, so you're working. Dial is working. So put you on. She's not going to do much now because it's still too cold. Still too cold. And stalls again because it's still too cold. Yeah, we're good. The pressure is holding. Of course, we're going to overheat now because I've got no cooler on. So I shall want to set up the cooler. So I shall want a proportional response. So the hotter it gets in there, we want the volume pump to be hotter and hotter. So to do that, I shall need a proportional response. So define, we'll need a set point. And I should set it to maybe 17 degrees. And I should define a response, which will be how severely the program will, how high it will set the actual volume pump depending on what it is. I don't know what that's going to be at the moment, so I'll just set it to 1. Right, so we'll need to know the temperature in the room, and if it gets above the set point, it will need to come on stronger and stronger the further it comes. So load into R0 from the sensor the temperature. So I shall subtract, so R0 will equal, so if it's high, I want a positive response. So it'll be itself minus the set point. So if it's above the set point, it'll give a positive value. If it's below the set point, it'll give a negative value, which will just be 0 on the dial, on the volume pump. Cool. So that'll be our proportional response that we want to do. So, but the amount we've got to switch that volume pump on will depend on the pressure and the temperature in the pipe. So I shall have to load into R1 because I want to keep R0. So load into R1 the cooler sensor. It's sensor. Thank you. Pressure. Right, so the higher the pressure is, the lower our response needs to be. Because it's a volume pump and it depends on the input pressure. So if I divide it by the pressure, high pressures will give a lower response. So divide R0 equals R0 divided by R1, which is the pressure. So the higher the pressure is, the lower the response will be. Now I'll also know the temperature, so load into R1, I can reuse that one. The cooler sensor, temperature. Oh wow. So the lower the temperature is, the lower the pump speed needs to be, because you're pumping in a colder gas. So we multiply it. So if we multiply R0 equals R0 multiplied by R1. So that'll adjust for the pressure and temperature of the coolant. Cool. And that should be all we have to do. So I shall now multiply R0 by our response, whatever that's going to be. It's currently 1. And I shall save to the cooler setting R0. That sounds about right. Now let's hope it's a low value and I don't blow out the walls. Now it's above the set point, so it should come on, which it does. Oh, it comes up to 0.8. That's pretty pathetic. Well, that's not going to be enough. Yeah, that's getting overwhelmed pretty seriously. So our response, maybe 5. Oh. Oh. Well, that wasn't a bad guess. Okay. Well, what have I done wrong? It can't work that easy. Wow. It's working. Oh, that's barely pulling any pressure out of that oxygen pipe, so I probably didn't need to adjust it for pressure, but I have. It's all done. It's not using much speed, so I turned the volume pump up to 2 out of 100. Right. So now all I really need to do is put a sensor on the batteries, so as when they're below a certain level, it'll switch on. Cool. I suppose I might also put a couple more displays on here, because that'd be cool. Now, if I put on a display down here, put on one of you, I can put an output display, and if I'll have to put a different sort on here because I'm going to have to batch write them. If I put one, I'll go up a bit higher. And put on a bigger one. Oh, okay, I'll grab another one. Zoom! Thank you. There we go. You on there. Now, I shall need get rid of them. So I'll need to know the batteries. I'll need to know small display, large display. So I'm going to batch write them. So I shall have to define them. Define a small display with one display small. You fine large display where are we? Back to you, large, you, and define batteries. Which will be the large batteries we've got there. You. Okay, I shall actually use a batch command to properly batch read from a batch of devices instead of just using it because I've run out of pins. And then I'll also use it for writing to something because I've run out of pins. So I shall want to load into R0 from the generator power generated generation. Oh, there we go, that'll do. So save a batch small display setting 0. Now I shall load batch into R0 from the battery ratio, I think it is. Ratio, and I will actually want the average because I've got multiple ones there and I do actually have to have the right tag on there to get that one. And I shall save batch that back to the large display, the setting 0. Confirm, export. Okay, I want that as a percentage, won't I? And 15, I want you as a wattage. So back up to the top here before we start our loop, we shall save batch small display mode. I think 1 is percentage, so I think 2 is power. Save batch large display mode 1 for percentage. Confirm, export. That's in watts, that's in percent. Awesome. Cool. Rock and or roll. Now, what do you want to do from here? Switch it on, switch it on, switch it off. Now, okay, that's handy. We've just read our battery. We know what our battery is. Save generator on 1 and on 0. So we want to switch it on, we're going to switch it off. So we want to switch it on when it is below 30%. So we want to skip that line when it's above 30%. The branch relative greater than R0 is greater than 0.3. Skip 2 lines. 1, 2. So you want to switch it off when it gets to, say, 80%. So that'll leave me a little bit of room there just in case we get a storm, and all my wind generators that I don't have will generate imaginary power from imaginary generators, but maybe I might. Yeah. So we want to switch off when it reaches above 80%, so skip that line if it's below 80%. The branch relative are less than, R0 is less than 0.8, jump 2 lines, 1, 2. Right. Confirm, export, you switched on. You're all happy. 4%, you're good. So now, how much fuel do I have? It's ticking down. Let's do something about that. Let's give this a kick in the guts. Oh, no, that's the wrong way. It's gone out. So that's 15, 21, 26, 31, 37. Oh, temperature's going up in there. And that we've got under control. 42, 48, 53, 58, 64 kilowatts. Oh, now what's the fuel doing? Yeah, that made a difference. Still enough there. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. If that temperature's holding steady, the pump's holding steady. That's still not draining that pipe, so the pipe is recharging quick enough, so that was fine. We're looking good. I can switch you off because it's all powered by its own batteries now. So now all I got to do is hook that up and it's all cool. So once that gets to 80%, it should shut down. Wow, it's climbing quite nicely, isn't it? Power! So, sorry, old bean, you're still chuffing away there, but I think you've been outdated. No, my potatoes! I got distracted and I wasn't watching my potatoes. No! Oh, those pumpkins seeding, are they dead? Uh-oh. Rut roll. Oh, okay, yep, got plenty of food. Okay. No! Oh, you're just seeding. Okay, you're not dead. That's okay. Got more pumpkins. No seeds. No seeds. Oh! My vodka crop is gone. Oh well. That's that. I think it's switched off. Cool. Where are we? And back outside we go. Oh, look at that, all charged up. %. It's switched off. It's all happy. I've got power. I've got so much power. That's cool. That's cool. Ah, there we go. I think we've got our power supplies solved. Well, as long as I remember to keep putting hydrogen in there, of course. But my gas fuel generator is running. It's all up and running. I have got my fuel supply up and running. Yes! I've got my plants still needing some work. So I've got to automate some of that one day. I should probably need to bring my printers up here and try and automate that. So I'll need a automation production in there, and then I can start building my rocket. Although I might want to get some automations, some sorting stuff under the floor. But I can start building the rocket. That'll take a lot of resources and a lot of things to do. So I'll start digging. Move a lot of this crap. Pull that out. Start building a sorting system under the floor. And building a rocket. And building other stuff. Probably need to put a bigger... Still need to put a bigger radiator on that furnace. But we'll get there. We've made some progress. Solved a big problem. A big problem. Well, solved it again. We kind of solved it last time and then resolved it. But this one's a better resolve. It works better. So, that's about it for today. So, till next time, happy building. I guess I can just start hooking this up now, can't I? Not a problem. Queue up to there.